What is going on, everyone? It's Scott back from Crypto Croc. Today, we're going to be talking about an exciting new altcoin called Experty, EXY. Now, Experty is currently trading at 68 cents and it has just finished its successful ICO, having raised over, I believe, $10 million. Currently trading on IDEX and KuCoin for ETH and BTC pairs, and almost has $2 million in trading volume. So we're just going to jump right into it. We're going to pop over to Experty's website. And Experty is a really cool concept here, guys. So if you guys are familiar with Upwork, with Fiverr, with sort of services where you can basically pay someone to do work for you, this is a concept where you can basically pay for someone's time. So, i.e., where do you currently do that right now? People pay a lawyer for their time, medical practitioners. Maybe you're trying to blow up on YouTube and you want Jake Paul's advice. Maybe you want to, you know, figure out how to get popular on social media. Whatever it is, you can go into the Experty app and you can find people that are experts in their field and you can call them. You can ask them questions. They will help answer those questions. And when the call is done, the transaction closes and you've paid for them for their time using Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever coin that you've agreed to up front. So essentially, you are paying for an expert in their field. You're paying for their time, and they're giving you their expert knowledge. And yeah, it's they're calling it the crypto Skype, right? So basically, right now, if you want to get a hold of someone, you have to know their contact details, and you're going to engage with them on Skype. You're going to most likely engage with a third-party provider ahead of time to set the price, to set the agreed upon rate, and it will go to sort of a middleman. They will hold those funds in escrow. When the conversation's done, they'll tally up the total time, or maybe it was a half an hour call or a 15-minute call, and then they'll charge you for that. Whereas with Experty, you get charged by the minute. So for example, you can have a lawyer that charges $2 a minute, right? That's actually a pretty cheap lawyer. $2 a minute. You can ask the lawyer as many questions as you want. And if you just want to have a 10-minute conversation, you simply just hang up. Boom, the transaction's done. You get billed, and everyone's happy, right? So, really cool concept. I thoroughly enjoy doing these reviews for you guys, and I find all sorts of new coins every single day. And it's ones like these that really stand out that I think are going to make a real impression on the crypto market because it's already real world applications are being used. It's practical. It's quick and easy. The interface is nice, and it's really low fees. So we're gonna pop down here and figure out what Experty is all about. So our mission is to encourage the adoption of cryptocurrency on a global scale. Our current focus is on solving the talent crisis in the blockchain community by allowing experts to monetize their skills through a Skype-like voice and video application. So out of the gate, they're only going to be having voice. However, down in their roadmap, they're going to be offering up videos where you can basically share your screen with someone, as well as doing group chat. So you can have multiple people on the call, and the fees can be split amongst the people on the call. So pretty cool concept. So why use Experty? Instant access. There are a lack of incentives to share phone numbers with strangers. Experty aims to solve this problem. Through Experty, any influencer, professional, or expert can grant instant access to their knowledge. So if you're a plumber, if you're a carpenter, whatever it is, there's expert people in every single field all across the globe. You can sign up for Experty and you can post your profile online, on social media, on Google, on wherever. They're going to make it really easy for you. What they're not going to do is they're not going to have a public marketplace where you can say, hey, I'm looking for a doctor. They need to be specializing in this field and they need to be located in my city. Boom, go. They're not going to do that. They've decided against that. What they really want to do is they want people to use the platform. They want people to, post it on their LinkedIn or whatever and just say, I'm a CEO of some Fortune 1000 company. If you want my time, it's zero point 0.1 ETH per hour, right? So if you agree to that, you can book off that person's time. You can say, hey, I want to chat with you from 6 to 7 o'clock. It's agreed upon, and they chat, and then that person gets 1 ETH subtracted from their account, and 1 ETH gets deposited into the other person's account. So here's how it works. Knowledge provider sets his or her minutes. So for example, lawyer says I'm $50 an hour or 50 ETH. Actually, 50 ETH is quite expensive. Let's say 0.5 ETH. 0.5 ETH, knowledge provider shares the profile. So this is what I talked about. They're not going to be sharing it on a marketplace. You have to find this person on LinkedIn or for example, and that person needs to already have an Experty profile. So I think this is going to be its biggest challenge, is its adoption. How are people going to find out about Experty? Well, hopefully through marketing efforts, hopefully through the public, and then they have to get their profile out there. And right away out of the gate, there's going to be very limited to who's on the platform, and if that specific person on the platform's in your same time zone, or if they share the information that you're actually seeking. There's just so much difficulty that I can foresee in getting this bull running. But once this thing is saturated, like if a huge social network picks up Experty and has some sort of integration, I can just see this platform taking off. So here's some possible use cases. They've got webcam, chats, professors, business advice, lawyers, medical consultants, and maybe programming, right? Let's say you want to learn how to code. Well, you just chat with Mark Zuckerberg and he tells you how to code, that kind of thing. So it's really going to open up the world. It's really going to open up the experience people have, and they can monetize on that, right? So instead of using your knowledge for maybe business or however you're currently monetizing, maybe you've got a website selling your services, you can now sell your time on a fraction of a minute, basically. So as I mentioned earlier, they're not a marketplace. They said identity of the experts, which is already verified by third-party services. These are the two approaches that they want to accomplish. To increase decentralization, we have decided against the classic approach of creating a marketplace. They do not want a marketplace. The market is already fully saturated with these services. What they want to do is they want to latch on to the YouTubes, to the Twitters, to the Gmails, to the LinkedIns, to the Facebooks. And you're going to maybe chat with your, maybe you're subscribed to your favorite YouTuber and you really want to know more about crypto. So that person posts their Experty profile and then you can chat with them. Transact, boom, 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 everyone's happy. Here is their roadmap. So we're sitting in Q1 2018. Q1 2018, we're seeing their mobile, Android and iOS has been developed. Now it's currently sitting in beta. They do have a video on their website here that talks about adding a user, scanning a QR code from someone, or you can find their link on their profile. Simply calling that person, the call hangs up, the ETH gets transferred over. It's super simple. This is exactly what we want for great crypto adoption. Now in Q3, this is where we'll see the desktop beta, video calls. Q4, we're going to be seeing advanced payment rules. And then next year, 2019, this is where things start getting exciting and picking up, screen sharing and group calls. So If you talk with an expert, that's great, right? But if you can talk with them and they can share their screen or they can be in front of a webcam, you just have that more intimate um, conversation with someone. I find that you can learn a lot better, right? So, the Experty token. So it's EXY. Okay, what's the whole point of the Experty token? I understand the concept behind Experty. Why would I want to invest in Experty tokens? Okay, so here is the whole benefit to getting the Experty token. EXY will be used for all feeless payments from advice seekers to knowledge providers. So what that means is you're gonna be owning EXY tokens, and if you chat with someone, then you'll be trading in EXY, and it'll be just used for kind of currency conversion. Now, EXY will be staked by users for access to premium features, which they haven't yet talked about. They're probably going to be coming, maybe something like a group chat or video screen sharing. And EXY will be used by advice seekers as a deposit for advanced scheduling. Okay, so let's say if someone's, they want to schedule off their entire week, I can say, hey, I want your Friday at 4 o'clock time slot. I'm going to put down my EXY token, and therefore I get that time slot. So, makes sense. All use cases above have zero additional fees in order to use them, and all this comes 100% free for EXY users. So what happens if you don't want to use EXY? Well, you can still use their platform, but they're going to be charging a monthly subscription to use it, payable in either Bitcoin or Ethereum. So if you only have Bitcoin or Ethereum, you can still use this platform. You can still be an influencer, and you can also just accept Bitcoin, and they'll charge you a monthly fee to do so. So if you are just maybe doing this as a one-off, it might not make sense to be owning any EXY tokens. However, if you're somewhat of a monthly influencer where you really want to, maybe you want to offer this as a premium service to your subscribers and say, hey guys, I'm going to be, training you in crypto, but as a premium service, I'm going to be offering up 15 minutes of my time, and I'm going to be charging it on the EXY token. Therefore, they're not going to be paying a monthly fee to do so. So it makes sense. This is a market that has true viability right out of the gate. I think there's going to be tons of people that are going to jump on it. They're going to test it out. If the interface works out, like I said, the biggest stopgap for these guys is going to be, how are they going to market themselves? How are they going to get their name out there, right? But once they can get that, once they can get a solid footing, I think EXY is going to take off. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is money. If you can share the wealth, if you can share your wealth of knowledge and capitalize on it at the exact same time, that's just great. So, with that being said, guys, Experty, really cool concept, really cool coin. They've got a great team leading them. They've got lots of people on board. They want to see this coin succeed. I really do like this concept. It's really new. We're just seeing it in its infancy here, coming out of the gate at 60 cents. So it is up on the day, and it's currently trading, like I said, on IDEX and KuCoin. Go out, check it out. The platform isn't yet launched. It's still in beta, but once it does become available, I can see, maybe you're iOS developer and you really want to share the wealth, right? Well, how do people currently do that right now? Well, maybe they make a YouTube channel and they're getting their money via ads, right? So this is one way to provide additional revenue streams for those type of people, and you can make crypto via your time. So with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe to this video and like this video. We're going to be coming out with crypto videos every single day, telling you which ones to buy and which ones to stay away from. And I think EXY and Experty have a big year ahead of them. This is going to be a big coin, and I think this could potentially even be a top 500 coin. So with that being said, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later.